It's Week 15 of the NFL. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jair Alexander, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Packers and the Seahawks under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
In motion left goes Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Play action. It's Smith. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. In trouble, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play fake. Here's Love on the move to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Love looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They shakes him off. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Play action this time with Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Still 2nd down.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's caught. Lockett. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Geno. This one into the hands of Metcalf. So no gain on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Smith. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Here's Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
After the interception, here's Smith. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
This is 2nd and 8.
Geno now to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They get this out quickly to the left side.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing. Love. Dancing to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what?
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs
with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap. especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing now is Geno.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A shotgun snap for Smith.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Throwing again is Smith. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Love now.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Ricky Pearsall, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium.
and they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Taken down at the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Off the play fake, Love. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devin Witherspoon getting a hand in there that time.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now it's Smith. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Play action. It's Smith. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grip.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Out of the gun, Smith. Smith and Jigba with the grab.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Back to Walker on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Here we go, set. 62 blaster. Set.
Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Smith now to throw. It's caught. Lockett. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Geno now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
22 yards there, a first down.
That's another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Smith throwing again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down, following 2. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at the 39-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play action this time with Love. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Love, they go play action now. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Love. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Packers, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.